Hey guys, this is Dave from my Vanguard here with the not really a PIP showdown because my computer is kind of shitty right now, but I do have a different match from a different channel. Unfortunately, it's not really my own videos or my own channel, but it is from not I can't say it's the best channel, but it is from CardProtagonist. I am doing a PIP showdown with this channel's matchup just because it does have the new stuff, which is as you see on the title, which is Raging Form Abyss versus Spectral Diablo, which honestly I really wanted to just show this match just because of the fact that I feel like this Raging Form Abyss deck is really good compared to the Spectral Blaster Diablo deck. I actually been playing the Blaster Diablo deck myself. I don't really think it's like the hottest deck, but I guess I'll get right into the match and yeah, then let's get started. Oh, come on. There you go. And as you see, this is on this side there. He's running the starter David. I don't know if you. I guess there's kind of a glare. I'll explain on the way. And then he's running Judge Vow, which is pretty standard for a Revenger deck, honestly, from my opinion. But yeah, he's actually this person here is actually running a very similar lineup to I do, and I feel. I know you'll probably see the results at the end, but I feel like this Raging Form deck definitely has the advantage. As you see, they're just gonna basically exchange damage back and forth. He rode into Stride Enabler, he rode into the 10k attacker, and he runs into Abyss. Gets the grade 1 from the new G set to his hand. Then he's at 1 damage versus 1 damage. Now he runs into the Dark Painter Saga, attacks and takes a no guard, and he has the draw trigger. So at this situation right now, they're actually pretty even from my perspective. They both got the draw triggers. Now this is actually going to be the turn where you're like, wow, this deck's really good. He played a mana and he played the new grade 2 that came from the G set, which if you sack him, you get another grade 1 on the field. That is Revenger is what I remember. He uses mana effect to get the Limit Break Enabler, which is a really good play because now he can actually activate Raging Form. And these are all going to be sacked to Raging Form, by the way. And then he activates the Stardust effect to fetch Raging Form. So now he is definitely gonna restand for sure. And as you see, he's only at 2 damage and he's performing. He's gonna activate his effect just because of the Limit Break Enabler. So this deck's actually really good. I will definitely like you guys to take a look at this. So now he's gonna perform attack. This is a 16k column. That's a 15k column, which I guess it kind of doesn't matter. So he guards. It's Raging Form. Now I know most people are gonna say, "Oh, why did you sack the Judge Vow?" This turn was actually definitely worth it. He got a heal trigger and gave the power to the mana. So mana is 20k now. He Raging Form stacks 3 cards, so he did. Now he activates the grade 2 effect with Counterblast 1. You can search for a grade 1 Revenger, put it on the field. So I don't think he's gonna play the other Revenger, which gets another grade 3 just because he doesn't have an extra Counterblast. But he did get the 10k attacker, which is fine at this point. And I'm guessing he wants to save his Limit Break Enablers because he does want to perform an extra attack. So he attacks with mana, which is 20k to Nightmare Saga. Blocks. Attacks for 21, 28. Doesn't hit a trigger, but he does take an extra damage. Now activating Raging Form's effect. Sack another 3. Now he Raging Form's 21, and then the opponent perfect guards. So basically, right now he got 3 attacks with Raging Form, and of course, including the extra columns, he got 5 attacks in total. So this was a first grade 3 turn attack. So that was pretty devastating for the opponent, and I definitely see the advantage that this deck has compared to the new Blaster Dark Diablo, which I feel like when I adjust my deck for the Blaster Dark Diablo, I probably have to adjust it just because I saw this deck perform. And now he's activating Voldemort's effect. I would actually just search for Painter or Dark Painter Saga just because of the fact that it's a grade 2 that can attack. And then if it was me, I would have put a rearguard so I can just start pushing him. But honestly, I think from this player's perspective, they want to be on limit break so they don't have to play their cards. But honestly, if it was me, I would just stay low on damage, damage, which I guess this opponent doesn't care. The opponent that's playing the Spectral Duke side Strided, he's actually debating what to stride on, which honestly I would have just got into Doom anyways. Cause I guess it doesn't matter really, honestly, from this point. Because he doesn't have a rear guard, which that was perfect against people that are running such cards as Doom. And then now, Doom activates the effect, get extra 2 cards. He would have retired 2 cards, and then now Kaiden's effect, it gets a plus 5 to the Vanguard, and now if it hits, you can search for a grade 1, which is it's pretty good. Just so it gets the extra plus 5, and then it gets the extra effect. Honestly, he lets it hit, but he doesn't search, and that was actually, from my perspective, is something that he could have done. But either or, now the opponent's explaining why did he get the plus 5, so I mean, pretty much explains it. He does heal, which is definitely going to be beneficial for the player that's playing Spectral Blaster. So the one takes 1 damage, but he hits a trigger. So honestly, I'll be very honest, this matchup, this guy sacks pretty good on this whole game. But then again, I feel like Raging Form deck, the triple restand just makes the deck really good in the first place. So now he's playing the Limit Break Enabler, activate effect, get another Raging Form, so he gets his last restand this turn. So honestly, that first grade 3 turn was really devastating. I'm actually thinking, wow, Raging Form is really good just because of the new combo that they have. So I guess these are some plays that we can pay attention to. Or I guess this is a deck that we should be looking up to in the meta, just because it can restand so it can counteract against a lot of decks. It attacks the Rigor, which that's perfect play because now he's gonna stack 3 cards. So now he gives crit to Vanguard. So he goes Raging Form, activate effect, gives power here, which was a brilliant play. Goes into Raging Form, attacking for 21, gives another draw trigger on the rear. So now that rear is 22. That's pretty devastating. Yeah, I told you he's actually pretty sacky in this game, but he did hit 3 triggers out of the 4 drive checks. So now that thing gets an extra 15k, so that's 27k column. So he has no choice to take it because it has no crit. So he wanted to conserve his hand, which was, from my perspective, is probably the right play. Now the opponent's gonna stride. Honestly, from my perspective, I guess Phantom Blaster was probably the right card, but just so because he does want to push, and then honestly, he could have done some other. Maybe I was thinking of Duke, but then again I'm like, he can't really have any units because it got all retired. So next time that if you do guys play Spectral Diablo, make sure that Voldemort's effect, you have to sack 1 to get the extra 2 cards. So I would like to conserve cards at the bottom next time I play. Now he gets the counter charge effect, gets plus 3. Counter charge gets the extra plus 5 or plus 4. Activate Diablo's effect. Opponent's obviously not going to guard because he has nothing to lose. He'd rather conserve his cards for later in the play. All he does is take 2 damage, and he hits a draw trigger on the way. Not like he had enough card advantage at this point. So now that's going to be a 19k column to a 16, which, if it was me, I would have took the damage. Why not? But the opponent decided to conserve his hand, or conserve his damage to conserve his hand, which I guess that was an okay play. Just so when he restands, he can't heal. But I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Honestly, I usually just let the opponent. I take the extra damage just so I can kill the opponent because I don't like them like healing expert. So I actually try to stay ahead of damage before them so they don't do their heals. But at this point, the opponent's pretty much dead, so it doesn't really matter. He didn't activate the effect just because he has to conserve the counterblast for Abyss. So, my perspective, that was the right play. What I can say is he's about to do is he's going to retire that 0 over there, which honestly I would have just kept it because I would have attacked the rear guard, just conserved the hand I had, and then just swing, which would have been the better play. But, I guess for him it didn't really matter. So honestly, most people think it. This is actually pretty much game because at this point you can see that he's gonna push the opponent to death, with this play. So, which see he could have just conserved that, but I guess he wanted to make a better column, which isn't a bad idea either because he's in a winning advantage. So this is probably the right play because this column's gonna be sacked. The opponent perfect guards it, which is the only thing I guess he could have done. Because this guy's a sacky motherfucker. I would have honestly just took it at this point, but... Because honestly, the opponent doesn't really have plays after this anyways, so... So he actually dropped a whole bunch of hands, so honestly I would have just let him kill, but now... This is pretty much game because he doesn't really have anything to do, and he conserved the hand, so... I mean, he's pretty much dead at this point. So, yeah, that's pretty much game. I'm just gonna watch them finish up, but... Yeah, make sure you guys comment, rate, subscribe down below. I know the match wasn't really the best match you can see, but I really wanted to show how good the new Raging Form deck is with Abyss, and I think this is something that we can keep... or look an eye on, because I feel like it's going to be definitely the new meta that's going to pop up, same with the Thingsaver deck, and I will definitely do a Thingsaver match very soon. This was a short match, so, but it was a very good, I mean, the opponent did what he was supposed to do as the Raging Form player, so that was actually, he did what he can, but... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I don't want to listen to him, but yeah. But I hope you guys don't get disappointed because it was like not really a match that I had myself. I will have more matches in the future. It's just that like this week I decided to film, but I didn't have any matches backed up, so I couldn't really do a PIP showdown myself. And that was the only way I can actually make some content this week. With the deck profiles, and I know that you guys been waiting for other videos except for deck profiles, but yeah, I won't keep this any longer. That's pretty much it. Comment, rate, subscribe down below, and like always guys, imagine the victory. I am Vanguard.